check. All right. All right. So this game was free in the Epic Games Store, and I have played through 2 other dating sim games that were absolutely ridiculous, and I thought I'd get this one because it was free. And then the more I read into like the store page, apparently this is a psychological horror game. The intro had trigger warnings and it's flagged for violence and like horror. I'm not getting it from the splash screen here, but welcome. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't know. The story said something about poetry. It's like a poetry club. Daniela knows exactly what we're in for. I have no idea what this is. It's really funny that you know it. I have no idea what this is. It was free in Epic, and I've played other dating sims, and it was pretty funny to play through it. So I thought I would chill tonight and just play through one. I wanted to start doing like a spooky Saturday thing where like I play through horror-ish games, and apparently this is flagged as a horror. No clue why. So let's see, we'll get into it. I wanted to do like Alan Wake. I'll play through like the Poppy games and stuff too, but welcome. We're gonna play Doki Doki Literature Club tonight and see how it goes. Don't know anything about this one. Here we go. All I know is I had a great time playing the KFC dating sim, and I had a great time playing Hatoful boyfriend and doing some pigeon dating, so it was entertaining. Hey, I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friends you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. If she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. All right, here we go. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Danielle, have you played this? Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. Oh, we're already doing a little of this. This is a good sign. That is mean, chef. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Damn. Setting that friend zone. Fine. But you did wait for me. Guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. Yeah, Lauren, I don't think you caught any of the streams for the other ones, but I played through a Kentucky Fried Chicken dating simulator where I attended a school to win the love and affection of Colonel Sanders, and I played through a dating sim where all the guys were pigeons. I think I played as a female and all the guys were pigeons, and it was like birds. It was fucking weird, but it was hilarious. So I had to try another one, especially for free. All right, other students making their daily commute. By the way, chef, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Damn. I just don't really care for this girl. All right. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I'm relating to this character. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college, the horror. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET? in a few years because you're not used to the real world? I've never heard that term before. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Was anybody in any clubs back in high school? I think I joined a computer club because they like set up a gaming thing with like Smash Brothers and Halo and stuff. But other than that, I just wanted to go home. Especially in college, I just wanted to go home. Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Ooh, we got a grunt pig. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I wonder if it'll let me pick or if I like have to join the poetry club, because from the small synopsis I read, it seems I get to do something with poetry. I guess I have no choice but to go with the anime club. Sayori must have come in the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Wow, confirming my exact suspicions. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, you could come to my club. Here we go. Sayori, yeah, there's no way I'm going to your club. Let her down real gently. Oh. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the Literature Club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. I have to say that is one club that I absolutely would not have gone into. I hated writing and reading in school. I lost my passion for reading because of the things they made us read in school. So anything extra with that, I wouldn't have done it at that time for sure. I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. My interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. All right, that sounds good. Why do you care so much anyway? I kind of told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Now she's selling me. That I can get into. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake. I really hope that from here we go into a sharp left turn and this literature club is some Satanist club or something, and there's a sacrificer with a little cupcake pentagram going on. That would make me pretty happy. All right, let's go. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Holy shit. Was I not far off? Are my dreams about to come true? I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Oh man, welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori is always saying nice things about you. This is the most one-sided crush ever. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, chef, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Damn, they all know me. I'm slowly being sold on the club. They got cupcakes and it's all chicks. We can get into it. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Me and protagonists, we're on the same wavelength here. All right, what are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry, Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. Oh, look at that. Already backstabbing and whispering behind each other's backs. This is already the girliest club I've ever seen. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. It's nice to meet both of you. It sounds like you already know Monika. Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Chef. Monika smiles sweetly. What is this pose, dude? That skirt is not fingertip length, for sure. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Holy shit, as a small-figured adult woman, I take offense to that. What's going on? Oh man, we do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in the class, smart, beautiful, and athletic. No post. I'm assuming you're familiar with this game. I'm going in totally blind. Like I always like going into stuff just. It said horror, psychological horror. Got it for free on the Epic Store. Dating sim. I was like, let's go. Let's see what we got. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. Having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... you too, Monika. Come sit down, Chef. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. I hope I get to choose. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. How about I make some tea as well? This is the best club ever. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. I've only seen one of the endings, but my lips are sealed. All right. Yeah, that's the other thing too with these games. Like I love seeing first-time reactions to it. Yeah, that's what I've only played through 2 other dating sims, and they were like really ridiculous, and like I laughed quite a bit. There's the KFC one and the Hatoful boyfriend one, but this one seems almost equally as off the rails from what little I know. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Bro. I wanted that choice. I wanted that to be my choice, damn. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Ah, well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Why didn't we get to see it? I would have wanted to see it. Damn, just like one little cupcake image on the screen. I would have liked to. I mean, I can picture it, but I want to see it. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Oh. Oh, we got some blush. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. Ooh. But not for you, you know, dummy. Okay. Okay. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. I don't know if it was a permission thing as much as just like, I don't know, I guess to me it seems weird. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Damn, they're all blushing around me already. This is a good ego boost. This would have been good to start on Valentine's Day. Insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I love books. Just can't put them down. All of them. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Ah, well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. I respect that. I like her. She's gonna be the most psychotic one, 100%. For sure. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. We're siding Monika, right? Is everyone on the Monika train? Monika must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining, though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. V is also familiar with this game. Welcome, V. Alright, I know nothing. I know nothing about this game. I know nothing about this lore. I saw psychological horror free Epic Store game and I was like, let's go. That's really funny. You're the second person that wrote, oh my god, Doki Doki Literature Club. Alright. So, Chef, what kinds of things do you like to read? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Dude, I tried to tell Atticus to download it, but I guess he doesn't really download anything on his laptop or his PC because it was free on the Epic Game Store. So I was like, just register it to your account. Because I told him like he should totally play through some of these at some point. They're super fun. Like, they're funny. All right, Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Can I hit anything? Yeah. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? Damn. Why don't you show me some books here? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. What about you, Yuri? Tell me this is a club of chicks that all read the shit that Jamie reads all day. That's what I'm getting into. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Okay. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. I have to say this conversation is putting me off more to her. I'm just not a fantasy guy, and so I feel like we already just, I don't know that there's enough there. I also prefer coffee to tea, but I didn't want to tell her. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I feel like her spine has to kill standing like that. Yeah, this thing, yeah. Wait, the side pose that she does too, like all the time. Yeah. I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. All right, that won some brownie points. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Yes, I've read like 65 Goosebumps books, so I'm kind of a horror guy myself. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that, but if a story makes me think, it takes me to another world, and then I really can't put it down. Dude, I love Goosebumps. I was trying to get my kid into one of the Choose Your Fate ones, and I like it. I don't think she is into it. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. Ooh. She seems interested. I'm still on Team Monica. My favorite Goosebumps book is The Ghost Next Door. Man, I would have a really hard time thinking of a favorite. I would need to see the covers to remember like all of the ones that I read through, because I read through so many. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Curse of the Lawn Gnomes? I don't know why. I want to say that there was one at a camp. There was a camp one. It might have been a Monster Blood or something. Like, there was one that took place at a camp that I remember liking. Also, of course, Night of the Living Dummy. I've been a puppet and a toy guy forever, puppet master and like Child's Play and stuff. So what gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind at the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. Give that back. Fine. Yeah, cupcakes, poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori, I've never seen this word before. Is that siddles? Sidles? Siddles. Slides? Because slides makes more sense. I'm assuming that's typo. I don't know that one. Probably from not reading enough books. Puts hands on her shoulders. I am not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Uh-oh. Now I'm interested. Well, yeah, sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Sidles? To go or move with one side foremost, especially in a furtive advance? Never seen that one. That's an SAT one I didn't make it to. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them? How do you know? Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. A horror game teaching you new words? Yeah. I mean, that's not surprising. I feel like I learned a lot of stuff playing through these because, like, you know, I was like a very casual watcher of like anime and all that stuff. So I never really like dove deep into that culture like a lot of my friends did growing up and stuff. So like there was a lot of things that were like kind of like Japanese festivals and traditions and things that I think I ended up having to look up and like Hatoful Boyfriend and stuff just because like I had no idea what they were talking about. And it was like real stuff. It wasn't like just in the game. All right, share some of your work and set an example and help Natsuki feel more comfortable to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri, so we're all poets and this is what we're gonna become, huh? I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. This pose looks painful. I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. I'm going to write the chorus to Mambo number 5 with emphasis on a little bit of Monika in my life. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, see, one of my best friends growing up actually moved to Japan and married a girl in Japan, and he lives there now, and he like teaches English, or like he translates manga over there actually. But like he went very deep into that stuff. I enjoy it, but I never like went all the way in there. Yeah, I'm a team Monika right now. Probably until she like straps me to like a pentagram and tries to take like blood samples. Now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. I don't think having a stranger in the room would really help everyone open up, but I believe everything she says. Yes. Isn't that right, Chef? Absolutely. Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Why would I say that? Look at this club. There's fucking cupcakes and tea. Like, why would I not join this club? Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I think this went well. I still have other clubs to look at, and dude, no, we're poets. We're coming in a fucking beret next week. I lose my train of thought. I'm bringing the bongos. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. There we go. But I'm sorry, I thought, Chef, oh, look at this. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? She's a tough read. Natsuki's this one, right? Yeah, she's a tough read. I feel like she doesn't want to know. She doesn't want me to know that she's into me. But I kind of get the vibe she's into me. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, that's the spirit. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Look at that. They twisted my arm. One by one, the girl's eyes lit up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. There's the stance again. That makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Chef, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. All right. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Chef, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. I want to make some decisions. I feel like this was a turning point. Like, I don't want to set the precedence that me and her are like, a thing. We're trying to talk to Monika here, right? I remember my first With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Damn. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. See, the way he says that, you can just tell the game's setting me up for like, Monica's a psychopath. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Yes. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. All right, wait a minute. You never forget your first. Do I have to manually save? No. Oh my god, how do I get back? All right, save game, whatever. Return. There we go. All right. I got nervous because it had like the save thing. Oh, you do have to manually save? All right, well, I did. All right. But it looks like, does it give you the option to save pretty much whenever you want when you're playing? I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. What the fuck? Bro, what is this list? Lighthearted and fun. All right, I don't know that I want to walk in like day one of having met these girls and just be like, suicide, scars. I don't even really want to go into anxiety. I'm gonna go with, all right, let's go with lucky. Charm? Let's go with charm. All right, it's vacation, lucky, and charm are my top ones right now. I don't really want to go into like full horror mode yet. I wonder what happens when you pick one. All right, whatever. I picked lucky. Can I go back? Can I go back? No, this is it. You get one shot. No, I can't pick back. All right, we're lucky. All right, I'm between Journey and I'm gonna go Journey. I'm not huge on Sunny. All right, Journey. I'm gonna end up by myself at the end of this club. All right, lucky, Journey. Oh, we gotta do music. Gotta do music. Dude. I could have gone like super dark with this poem. I feel like none of my words are gonna end up being related. I guess I'm just picking my favorite one out of all of them, and we'll see. We'll just roll the dice. Whoever I end up with, we end up with. We're not gonna try and force anything to happen here. We're gonna let nature take its course. I'm leaning treasure. I don't really. Fireworks are loud, and I don't want to do giggle. There's 20 words. Gotta do this. Oh. Let's go friends. Let's go friends. Fun fact, I hate lollipops because I always cut my tongue on them. I like lick them into little razor blades and fucking bleed for eating them. Can somebody tell me what Doki Doki actually is? I didn't realize that was like a thing. I can dig a parfait, sugar. Oh, that's my favorite color. Oh, but melody goes with the music. All right, we'll go with color. Sing? No, I'm not singing. Lipstick? Nah, not a fan of lipstick. A heart which is beating fast. Okay, so the fast beating heart literature club. Interesting. You can go together. Sunset. You can do cheeks. I like cheeks. Alright, sweet. Vivacious, sensation, Valentine, sparkle, fantasy, fester, agonizing. You are describing the sound of something in words. Oh, I see. I think I'm going sweet here. Now I'm curious what would have happened if I went off the rails and just picked like the darkest word out of each group. There's an entire set of words like this in the Japanese language. Is that... So it's almost like an onomatopoeia, where it's like a sound, but like it also like... I get you. I'm gonna go calm. I like being calm. Ooh, I do like socks. I am a socks guy. We'll go calm. Cute, flying, fickle, email, vertigo, essence, dance, horror, loud, marshmallow. Honestly, out of all of these, I like horror. Disown, family, memories, awesome, judgment, ocean, fluffy, papa, heartbeat, ribbon. I'm gonna go awesome. Family's good. Go family, I like family. Philosophy, rain cloud, mouse, poof, hurt, beauty, explode, alone, shiny, hair. Let's put on those fuzzy socks with some nice spa music. I'm a socks guy. I hate being barefoot. Go beauty. Anger, hop, aura, hope. Socks in Florida all day, every day. I fucking hate the feeling of being barefoot on the floor. Detest it. I literally walk on the sides of my feet to never touch the floor barefoot. I fucking hate it. Always wear shoes. Yeah, I hate it. All right, anger, hop, aura, hope, heaven sent. It's a good one. House slippers. No, I need the sock. I can't do it. Heart, bunny. I like bunny. Slippers or socks on? 100%. Think I'm torn between Heaven Sent because of that brand new song and Bunny because I drew that bunny that I have that emote for. Let's go bunny. Waterfall, Inferno, Peaceful, Variance, Playground, Amazing, Chocolate. Gotta do chocolate. Yeah. Infinite, Comfort, Swimsuit, Extreme, Bubbles, Unrestrained, Blanket, Nightgown, Flower. Going comfort. Sensitive to textures of being barefoot and walking is just... Used to do socks, but I'd be dropping ice too much and then stepping on it and it ruins my day. Yo, facts. There's nothing worse than being in wet socks. When I actually worked at an office, I kept a spare set of socks in my drawer in case they got wet going to lunch because I feel you. It is the absolute worst. And like just like getting one wet so then it's like uneven. Ugh, worse. All right, puppy, pure, misery, secretive, portrait, clouds, unending, captive, anime, daydream. Anime. Bliss, despise, fun, disoriented, empty, uncanny, nibble, kiss, silly, time. I'm gonna go fun. Candy, headphones, whistle, rainbow, shame, play, love, promise, covet, passion. Just a little nibble. That's... I'll leave that one in the word pool for them to use. I'm leaning candy. I'm a big candy guy. Excitement, dream, determination, lust, desire. Disaster, skirt, warm, after image, laugh. I mean, I feel like telling them that I like skirts doesn't really get me anywhere because it kind of looks like they're all rocking skirts. So I feel like I'll laugh. I'm on excitement. Yeah. Intellectual, hopeless, landscape, infallible, flee, games, sticky, smile, vibrant, adventure. I'm going games. Is it actually going to put together a poem? Sticky, yo. Yeah, exactly why I didn't pick it. It is a good word. Hi again, Chef. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. I don't get to see it. Oh man, I thought I was playing Mad Libs. I thought I was basically picking 20 words that were going to show up in some auto-generated poem and it was going to be like Mad Libs and it wasn't going to make sense at all. That would have been sick. All right, I'm back at Literature Club. I was the last to come in. Everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Chef. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year, bro. She's supposed to wing me. And last year, too. I don't know if you just plan to come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. What are you gonna do, tie me down and torture me? Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Look at this. They're like, they're slowly painting a reason why each is a viable option here. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Let's go. Agreed. Yuri is acting like you just can't read. I read things. Taxon games. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Chef always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. That's true. He helps me with busy work without even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sounds very husbandly. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. I know, I knew I was waiting for you. I know. Yeah, I don't do any of that stuff. You almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Oh shit. How come? You and Chef can be good friends too. Hey, we can all be friends here. All right. The finger pose is so funny. Wait, which one? Is it this thing? Did I miss one? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. I don't know what YouTube video she saw, but my daughter randomly started doing that. She'll like walk up to Jamie and do like the ooh woo. Yuri, even brought you something today. No. Oh wait, Sayori, me? Not really, don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. I needed like cat ear headphones for this one. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. How old is your daughter, if you don't mind me asking? 8. Is that so? I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Well, here, Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. She's on to me. But she's trying. I like her. We could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. I gotcha. It's a pop-up book. It's there's 5 pages. It's mostly pictures. But that doesn't seem to be the case. So Yuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down in the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I mean, I am dyslexic. That's similar, right? Hey man, there's a lot of dyslexic actors that get pretty damn far, regardless. Guess I could always read some of the books Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. That is true. We probably could have worded it something a little more enticing, yeah. It's not like that at all, We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. I see, we're gonna lure them in to a trap and then try to get them to read books with us. Okay? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating acting like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? I guess we could. Cupcakes! Ah, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Every student loves free food, 100%. I still love free food. Cupcakes it is then. I feel like even though I pay for the ticket to get in, that's like one of the things that makes every year my wife and I go to this thing called Dessert Wars, because I'm like, I can't stop, won't stop with the sweets. You pay to get in, but then inside it's like you get tickets or something and like basically everything's free in there. And it just feels so nice to just go grab whatever the fuck I want and eat it. Until like the end of the event where I kind of just want to puke and I feel disgusting, like I hate myself, but it's worth it and I can't wait to do it again later this year. Cupcakes it is. That's a guaranteed way to get a college student to go anywhere, offer free food. All right, we need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all. Relatable. Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. She's in my face. Ooh, I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Like, yeah, Sayori jump scare for sure. So yeah, there we go. Step back. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. Fun fact, I've never fallen asleep in school. I couldn't sleep in a desk. I pretty much can't sleep sitting up. I have to sleep in a bed. Never happened, regardless of how boring the class was. This isn't a napping club. Does our school have a napping club? Staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You slept every day? Can't do it. Can't sleep in a desk. Still can't sleep in a desk. Can't sleep in a plane. Like, I need my bed. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Eh? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? The call out. It's a secret. Damn, ballsy. Nah, I can't. Couldn't then, still couldn't. Just, I think it almost happened in college because I got into some really, really boring classes in my college days, but never actually happened. I knew it. Come on, at least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around herself. She's looking for literal writing. Wow. How is it written all over me? Yes, okay, so like, I didn't sleep, but like, because I did well in my classes, they didn't give a shit what I did, and I sat there and I played like on my DS, like all class, like nobody cared. So for sure, I had the same privileges, but I could not sleep. You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Ugh, I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. Damn, dude, just picking her apart. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Really built up a solid foundation there and just found a way to burn it to the ground right at the end. Hey, you meanie. You don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. He's still going. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Oh my god. The callouts. This is how your doctor talked to girls in high school, Jamie. That is super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Bro, handsy. Adam, also Adam, for sure. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Dude. Look at this. She is sweating. Whoo. Let me just get that for you. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Eh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. That button's about to pop. For sure. Aren't you? I guess. Oh shit. Are we drawing the line here? He is so mean to her? Yeah, he's definitely mean to her. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Sigh, if you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. In school, they're gonna be like this. Yeah, with all the girls in the club too. Like, he's just gonna be like right up there, just fix. And like, he had already kind of said, like, you know, he's trying to like get a feel for the other girls. Like, oh, maybe something can happen with one of these girls. Like, you can't be like doing this to your friend in the club, you know? Like, welcome to the life of a large busted girl. Not that you'd know. Jamie knows about that. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Big win. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? No, for real, it really be like this? I'm sorry for your struggle, Jamie. Jamie went through the struggle. It's not worth it at all? That's not true. Sayori hastily buttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? Why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. Facts. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. That's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so. So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. Maybe it'd be easier if I ask her to spend the night. You're doing it again, Sayori. Ah, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Is it poem time? Monica suddenly calls out. There we go. I was gonna say, I would have been pretty surprised if we got through this entire scene and like nothing came of the words that I selected. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay. Chef, I can't wait to read yours. Oh, yeah, it's a doozy. I fail to sound ecstatic, enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yep. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Finally a choice. All right, here's the thing. Like, I feel like you got to go with the friend, right? I feel like you got to go with the friend. Go with the wife to show the poem. It's putting child one to bed, yeah. Oh, it's about that time. Oh, it's late. She needs all her energy. She's gonna be... They have like pony rides at that thing tomorrow, right? That's where she rode horses last year? We wrote... Yeah, oh no, Jamie saw the poem. But who do we share the poem with first? I think the friend. Yeah, I agree with V that Natsuki should be first. Like, did you see what she did to her stuffed animals? Not really. I know that Avery jumped into the pile of stuffed animals, then asked me to close the closet. Yeah, no, there's no closing that. My daughter has like a massive collection of stuffed animals and squishmallows to the point where like Jamie stacks them in like this mountain and then she like knocks them all over and there's no way to like walk in the room or like get to a closet or anything. It is nice to jump into. Natsuki is the one that keeps the manga in the room? Okay, so then I'm wrong. It's this one. I'm really bad with names, by the way. Sayori is the friend. You say Natsuki first. I feel like the comfort in like showing the friend, you know, and then kind of like moving on to maybe somebody else, but kind of want to play it safe. Never too old for a stuffed animal, for sure. For sure. I do like laying in her bed with all the stuffed animals every now and then. Are you trying to get a GF or not? All right, no post on Sunday makes a really good point. They're all good choices. Damn. This is all because of you. You make a damn good point. We're trying to get to know Monica. We need a little bit of Monica in our lives. Yesterday, she seemed eager to read my poem, and I wanted to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, Chef. Having a good time so far? Yeah, good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Oh, there she goes again. Don't worry, Chef. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, it's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had these sorts of things in common. Oh, well, you know, we may be good friends, but we're very different. Very incompatible. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, bro, she's killing my chances here. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being in a friendly way. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. That didn't go as well as it could have. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. Could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Kind of. Aha. Aha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. That's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Let's read it then. Oh, here we go. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched, the permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. God damn, dude. That had to be significantly better than my assortment of 20 random words in a Mad Libs delivered to her. So what do you think? It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. This bitch is possessed by the devil. That whole, like, light burning her retinas thing, like, she is one with the Dark Lord. For sure. She bears the mark on her arm. I have no doubts. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. It is actually really good advice. I feel like when I used to write songs, I wrote it like that. Or like I would just like, whatever came out would just go into like an endless file that I would eventually like piece shit together or pick one to like grow on whenever I was feeling it. Who should I show my poem to next? This chick is nuts. This chick, she likes the manga, but she's kind of like, I don't know, I was just getting weird vibes. She was giving me that Katy Perry hot and cold vibe, you know, like she was very on and off and on and off. I don't know if I'm ready for that. I feel like I gotta show the friend, otherwise it's kind of a dick move. Get Yuri out of the way? Do you have to show all four? Do you end up showing all four? Does the choice not matter? I thought it was eventually going to cut me off. I think so? Oh. Alright, I'm going to show the friend next. I'm going in order of interest. Yeah, I'm going to show the friend just to slightly be less of a dick. Like, me and Yuri are cool because I like the horror thing, but Natsuki's definitely the fourth place right now. Even though she's got the manga thing going, it's just personally, you know? Oh my goodness, this is so good, Chef. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. That's that's how it comes off every time Jamie tells me I'm good at guitar. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Ha! Jeez, I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of the other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a chef poem. That makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's It's like I said before, Chef. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayuri. I'm not sure if Sayuri sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, alright? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay, now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. This is gonna be like a really obvious, like, lust for my neighbor story. I hope so. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I'll be honest, I wasn't sold until the end. I really like the way she closed it in these last 3 lines. Like this alone here, if it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. That kind of speaks to me. A waffle? Did I fuck with waffles? Man, speaking of waffles, Jamie, we haven't seen Sweet Marie in way too long. I know, and like it's been cool outside. We should have made our way over there. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. Came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Dude, he's so mean. Holy shit. I mean, I definitely liked Monica's poem better. The breakfast thing did speak to me, but I guess that really came from a place of she wrote it this morning and actually wanted breakfast because she was hungry. Hey, you know what? As long as it resonates with people is really all that matters. And I feel that. If we didn't have kids, I would ask you to go to Denny's or IHOP right now. Really? Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. I can dig it. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I'm not a breakfast eater, but I like eating breakfast foods at other times of the day. I get all cranky. I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yes, she is. But next time, I won't forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever. I look forward to it. All right, we're going Yuri. I'm assuming Yuri's gonna use all the words that I was afraid of when I was like looking over the poems. I eat steaks for breakfast, so I'm not typically a breakfast food person. I don't eat breakfast. I have a cup of coffee in the morning. I eat lunch and dinner. I only do 2 meals. I can't eat in the morning. It hurts my stomach. If I eat before like 10:30 or like 11. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I only eat breakfast on Fridays and it's usually actually brunch. Yeah, see, if it's later, I can fuck with brunch and I can do breakfast food for lunch. But actually eating like pancakes or something like right when I wake up, it's not gonna happen. I can't eat anything. The coffee's like as much as I can take. Like I'll get a stomachache. I need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Goddamn. Just lay it on me. Yeah, why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it So it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I used to not be able to eat breakfast, but now I have meds I need food with, but I could never have pancakes for breakfast. Too heavy. I'll have some like peanut butter toast or something. I think at most I could do like some cereal. And I don't do it with milk either, just straight up dry cereal. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone. She sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that, sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. I'm done. I'm getting too tired. I need Jamie, we gotta buy that, what's it, Sonic the Hedgehog G Fuel, Mega Man G Fuel? Keep me awake through my streams. Do you mind if I read your poem now? I think any game stream where I'm not like doing anything physical, because like it's the end of the day, like I end up getting tired sitting here and like playing. Like I don't yawn this much when I play guitar or when I play drums. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calms. Is that a... No, it's a semicolon. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. It's pretty good. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. To be fair, that was the first one that I fucked up reading because I had a hard time reading her handwriting, so... I wasn't thinking that at all. I was. I tripped up on the semicolon. It was weird. It took you a long time to read. Yes. I don't read script very often. That was also part of it. I haven't seen cursive writing since like, fuck man, I don't even remember. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. I also liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it, I'll be honest. Oh my god. It's our first time sharing. I wanted to write something a little more mild. Now that the train's going, the yawns are not stopping. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Chef. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you only did glance over it after all. Remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. I forgot how much water I end up drinking whenever I play these games because I'm like constantly talking, which I usually don't do. I'm like, kill this bottle in a second. Soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought about that. That's impressive. Want more? I may, because I'm probably going to like 11:15-ish. It's usually the stopping point. And I'm like empty. Like I killed this. I may, if you have, you can even give me one of yours from the nightstand. Like, I don't care. Oh, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Maybe you're right. Guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. All right. Last but not least, it's Suki. Oh my god. It's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Excuse me, it's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotion. So basically it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Oh my god. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. The music is like the most fitting song that could have been created to go with the words that are on my screen right now. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. I'm a Seuss guy. I fuck with it. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard, like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. There was a lot more depth to it than you realize when you're reading through it. No problem, V. Thanks for hanging out. It was really funny that I picked this game out of like nowhere because it was a freebie on the Epic Game Store to play, and that like a bunch of people showed up and were like, "Oh shit, Doki Doki." So I'm gonna be playing the whole thing through. I'll probably be doing it on Saturday nights, just until I beat it. It helps bring out the feeling in that last line. It did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Whew, guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is literature club. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language, huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Oh, you got me a fresh one? God, you're the best. I'm so thirsty from like constantly narrating this. All right. All right, you mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks. But it really didn't come out nice at all. I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Chef did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Chef liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Bro. It's about to catfight. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Chef appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. This is my favorite dynamic in the game. Oh, this relationship is great. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Chef started showing up. Bro. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Oh my god. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Chef, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Chef. Oh, wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effective. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Chef? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. Whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. All right. I'm kind of torn on this. Like, I see where both are coming from. Like, I appreciate the complex, deeper writing style, but I also, I do kind of have a preference for the more straightforward and the simple, yet elegant style, you know? There's no wrong answer here. And at the end of the day, the goal is Monica, right? Do we defer? Do we plead the fifth? I don't want to take sides on this one. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? That's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair to others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Look at that. We seem to have that in common. I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. Dude, he is such a dick to her. I see. And he's so openly a dick to her too. It's not even like friendly, you know, like joking shit on each other because we're friends. It's like, I will shit on you to other people too. Like, gosh, she's a total airhead. Damn. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, mostly. Chef, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, and maybe you'll learn something from your friends too, so your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Chef, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. Truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Chef, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest, and I think everyone really likes you too. Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. All right, we're back to picking words for our next poem. I gotta say, I don't like that Monika's not even one of the three choices here. Makes me feel like there's no way to end up with her. I feel like these are my choices. But we're just gonna let the chips fly, man. Like, I'm just gonna pick whatever I feel from each page and whoever we end up with is just life. All right, kitty kiss, adventure, daydream, ambient, peace, rainbow, passion, atone, flee. I'm gonna go daydream. Sparkle, vacation, joy, sugar, papa, covet, journey, graveyard, beauty, entropy. So it looks like it's the same words and I'm just picking them against other words, like in different groups basically. I'm gonna end up picking the same words like every damn time. Do I go graveyard to change it up? Nah. Not good. Blanket, smile, milk, games, dream, jump, meager, playground, aura, warm. Doki Doki, family, breathe, hope, mouse, ocean, headphones, rain cloud, ribbon, alone. Doki Doki. Massacre. Cheeks, uncanny, email, sadness, effulgent, loud, shame, cute, precious. At some point, I'm gonna start going off the rails and just picking like massacre. It might be right now. It's now. Whistle, incongruent, socks, desire, bunny, fester, bed, feather, lazy, excitement. I'm gonna go with this one since I'm consider myself to be pretty damn lazy. Sunny, raindrops, pout, treasure, fireworks, variance, universe, death, heaven sent, agonizing. We're gonna go heaven sent this time just because that brand new song. It's like the first thing that comes to mind. I feel like it's like the one time that word has been used that I can think of. Lollipop, twirl, bubbles, bouncy, uncontrollable heartbeat, analysis, landscape, essence, pure. I'm gonna go heartbeat. Dance, romance, love, Valentine, time, crimson, cry, chocolate, wonderful, whirlwind. I still want chocolate. Sing, insight, whisper, electricity. Something about seeing the word sticky is just funny to me. Like it's, I feel you. I think it was no post. But when I read sticky last time, it's just like, you know, just weird. All right. Sing, insight, whisper, electricity, sticky, promise, poof, special, together, contamination. Something about sticky sounds grosser than contamination. I agree with you. Go together. Incapable, anger, intellectual, sunset, holiday, giggle, pleasure, disoriented, nightgown, vivacious. You go pleasure. Marshmallow, peaceful. I don't like marshmallows. Like I don't like eating marshmallows by themselves. Like they're a good complement to things, but alone, can't do it. You know, like it goes well on a s'more, but I can't just eat it. Yeah. Okay, yeah. It's a ratio thing. The regular Stay Puffs are too big. Minis, I can deal with. All right, anyways. Marshmallow, peaceful, grief, imagination, dark, anime, boop, Swimsuit, forgive, defeat. It's because there's less inside texture compared to the outside texture with small. I can see that. The big marshmallows are just too much. I just don't want that much. Like, I feel like even when I used to make s'mores with them, I would cut the marshmallow in half if I had to use the big one. I'm leaning boop. Frightening, despise, anxiety, pain, skirt, wrath, laugh, pink, marriage, question. Boop's a good one. Takes me back to my Overwatch days of booping people off the side as Lucio. Hey, thanks, Lewis. Lewis, have you played this game? Now I want mini marshmallows. It's almost peep season. You can already find them in stores. Frightening, despise, anxiety, pain, skirt, wrath. All right, hear me out. Hear me out. Peeps by themselves. No. Peeps on a s'more. Yes. Frightening, despise, anxiety, pain, skirt, wrath, laugh, pink, marriage, question. Pass? I don't know, man. If you like s'mores at all, peep on a s'more, I think it elevates. On its own, I agree with you, no. I'm gonna laugh. I mean, I did massacre randomly. Do I want to go frightening just because? I'll go laugh. Misery, happiness, secretive, charm, music. I'm probably always gonna pick music. Vertigo, unrestrained, fear, strawberry scars. Music and fear. Kind of like. You have to go music them. Actually, back in the day when I used to host parties at my house, I haven't done it in years. Jamie and I bought a shit ton of like oddly flavored peeps, and we basically hosted like a peeps tasting with like some nasty fucking flavors. It was fun. Wouldn't recommend it. Disaster, judgment, skipping, extreme, party. Oh, I just said party. I might do that. Destiny, shopping, existence, summer play. Yeah, I feel like we gotta go party since I just talked about a peeps party. Infallible, empty, spinning, determination, lucky, extraordinary, sweet, memories, nibble, nature. Torn between infallible and nibble. We did like the little nibbles. Go nibble. Puppy, after image, flower, portrait, hop, childhood, tenacious, comfort, amazing, fluffy. I'm a comfort guy. Oh, fucking. Thank God I didn't double click. Explode, tears, silly, fickle, vanilla, eternity, disarray, horror, and melody. I'm gonna go horror. I like horror. Cheer, color, starscape, rose, fireflies, inferno, unrequited, fun, hurt, calm. I'm torn between starscape and calm. How does one even choose between starscape, rose, and fireflies? I was thinking fireflies also. And Rose. My daughter's name is Rosalina. We could just pick that. But I like calm. I'm a calm guy, you know? But we're writing a poem. We're not trying to be calm in our poem, I guess. I'm here. It's something from this line is getting picked. I'm gonna go Rose. lipstick, melancholy, lust, cage, waterfall, prayer, kawaii, broken, depression, captive. I think I'm leaning lust. Oh, this is the last one. I'm gonna go lust. Depression. I mean, the other one, if I double clicked, I would have picked suicide. All right, here we go. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hey, Chef. I'm very curious at which point this game is going to just fucking go off the rails, because it was described as psychological horror. I had all kinds of trigger warnings before I fired the game up, and the rating on the game is due to violence. So I think there was blood as well. So I'm very curious at what point this game is just going to take that sharp left turn to whatever the hell it actually is. Yo, Sayori. Sayori, it looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood, but I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Huh? Why is that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I ain't saying she's a gold digger. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. Called out. There's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Chef to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. I respect that. Frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. Doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. That's a nice way to put it. There's no way you could think that. You were right though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution? That. Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? It's like hinting at it, right? It's like slightly hinting that it's the one chick, it's the leader. It's for sure the one I like the most. It's gonna be absolutely fucking satanic psycho. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Whap. Ow. What was, a cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Never thought I'd see you play this. I mean, this is the... Wait, have you played this? This is the third dating sim that I've done a playthrough for. I don't know what this is, by the way. Like, I have no idea what I'm getting into. It was free on the Epic Games Store, and it said psychological horror and dating sim, and I was like, all right, another absolutely off the rails dating sim that I can just chill and play through. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Cool game. Ah, so you've played it. Don't know anything about it. Yuri? You're a Yuri guy? Okay. I feel you. She's probably like... She's probably second place for me right now. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. Alright, you're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers, but yours is chocolate. How you doing tonight, Armchair? What are you up to? Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Oh, jeez. I get it. Cookie's still in hand. Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Oh! Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. That's not cool. If I don't want to share my cookie, I shouldn't have to. And that's just rude. She just went down in the rankings, at least by 1 point. Hey, did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica's the one that I have as my front runner right now, but I also have her pegged as most likely reason for why this game has violence, gore, or violence, blood, and trigger warnings. Like, I assume she's just gonna end up being a psycho. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. It's a bit unusual. Hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. I wouldn't say that. Individually, yes, but combined... Excuse me. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Huh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware that you played music as well. See, fellow musician, up in the rankings. She was already 1, but even extra point on her plate. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. I wanted to learn piano. I wanted to use Rocksmith Plus to learn piano, but my piano doesn't connect to it yet, and I wasted my trial on not being able to connect. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay. That sounds so cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, chef. Whoa, okay. Everyone else just disappears. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Oh, don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everybody has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. She's reading that manga in there. Chef, Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna go get some supplies from another classroom. Wanna come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival's coming up. Me and Monica were gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. That seems hard to come by in like college or high school, no? I see. Sure, I'll go out with you. All right. Yay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Oh, are you going with Chef to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. This is the greatest day of my life. Oh, but I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. It was a good suggestion. Fuck. We were so close. We were so close. Hey, what's up, Baltimore? Thanks, man. See if you can find poster paper too, okay. What's this, hentai? No, the hentai starts after I sign off. I stream on a different platform for the hentai games. Ready, Chef? Yep, let's go. Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. So, this is a game called Doki Doki Literature Club. I went in completely blind. It was free on the Epic Games Store. It might still be free, I'm not sure. But I played 2 dating sims before and they were pretty off the rails and like just funny and fun. So I got this one, and when I was reading the store page, it said that this is a psychological horror and it has like a mature rating for like violence and blood. So at some point, this is just gonna go completely off the rails, I assume. Whenever we get there, I'm in for the ride. I'm going in just, you know, we'll see what happens. I didn't look into anything. I saw that there was other games and stuff. I know nothing. I joined a literature club and I am writing poems to try to impress the president because she's my favorite one in the club so far. So if I'm trying to get myself a girlfriend, that's the one I'm shooting for here. But Armchair is not wrong. Yuri is a fantastic option as well. Second in my rankings, but I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out, don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance, fuck. A performance of what kind? Well, everyone is gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. That sounds kind of dull. Chef, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like, you say the lines of the poems like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. What the fuck? That was like nothing like the poem she wrote the first day. Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know? I know. I just meant that it's pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Oh, don't say that, it's embarrassing. I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun. Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again. Hey chef, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, eh? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this, but in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She is nothing but a ball of sunshine drawing happy vibes from the world around her. This line right here makes me feel like they're setting her up to actually be like some kind of fucking goat sacrificing psycho. Alright. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hole myself up in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons! Would you though? Like in a high school like that? Sayori pulls a box of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand too. They're kind of dirty though. Hey, the last horror book I read had a creepy goat demon in it. Nice. My wife crocheted me a little Bahamut creepy goat, Satan goat, sitting on this Hello Kitty guitar. I don't know how to fucking do this with my camera. There it is. Look, you can see right there. Ooh. Sayori starts pulling. Oh, ad. Oh no. All that work to point at the goat for an ad to just ruin everything. I almost pulled a muscle. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted. We still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine, fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. Oh, I dropped one by accident. Smack? Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls onto the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Ow, ow, ow. You okay? My forehead. Sayori clutches her forehead. Jeez, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori, but it hurts. Just do it for a second. Bro. What? Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow, sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Chef. Well, this is what I come back to from an ad? Yes. Where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink will do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. Ah, what are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. Yo, what's up, Benny? Thank you, thank you. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I got like 5 minutes left, by the way. I'm gonna save it and we'll continue this next Saturday. I usually stop around this time because my kids wake up at like 6:30 in the morning and I'm Eastern, so it's like 11:15. You playing a semi-lewd game? I mean, bro, I don't know what this game is, so I guess so. But I think you stopped by for the KFC one and the bird one that I played through, and they were super fun. So they had this for free on the Epic Store, and I had to know because it's that psychological horror, violence, and blood. And I was like, well, another dating sim that goes off the rails and a chance for me to, you know, try to win over a specific love interest. I'm down. Jamie enjoys watching these, I think, so I definitely would play more of these as I come across them. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it'll be used as an ice pack rather than a drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She's still there in that pose. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. Apple juice is a good choice? At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. How you been, Benny? Haven't seen you in a while. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. He's so mean to her. Sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stings. Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Went to the gym twice this week, second time today, Sourcefuck. Good for you, dude. I wish I had time to do gym so like my body didn't feel as like old and like not flexible and stuff, but there's no convenient place to throw it in my schedule at this time. One day though, I will. I liked going. I always felt more energetic and like limber and stuff. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey chef, this kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know, we used to play outside all the time. I would always try to keep up with you. Does your apartment have a gym? I live in a house. This is my house, and my neighborhood has a clubhouse with a gym, yeah. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things that you did. Yeah, we bought a house when I had a kid. I lived in a condo, and then when Jamie got the pregs, we were like, we need an extra room. By we, I mean me. I was like, we need an extra room because the kid's not going to sleep in the same room as the drum set. And that's when we were like, we're going to buy a house. Got the pregs, that's right. She caught it. She did catch that twice. It's crazy. But yeah. She got the booster shot, so she's immune to that now. Like I usually fall behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. Sometimes when I try to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump, and I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out, even though it wasn't really your fault at all, you know? Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Chef, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people, even after all these years. You're rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Chef, I'm so glad nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll end up for college or after that. Wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises, but, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayori has a whimsical expression on her face. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know? Good luck with that. She's going to see her forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Sayori hops to her feet. She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. All right. I'm going to stop here. We made it back to the club room. I'm going to save on this exact thing. I'm hoping that because I hit save right here, that the next time I play, it's just going to go straight from this line and we'll be able to continue the playthrough. But it is about that stopping time. I usually stream from like 9:15 to 11:15-ish. It's like after the kids are asleep, and this is about how long I can go before I start getting super tired or like get enough sleep. Sometimes on the music streams we go a little longer, but yeah, thank you for hanging out.